Let's talk about where you think the team is on this trip and how it's been growing.
Well, it's a tough stretch, being on the road so much, but hopefully we're getting something out of it and we're learning. We've been right in it. We're very close. I think you can make an argument that we're 3 plays away from being undefeated, which seems like we're pretty close. But I feel like those 3 plays may be 3 miles apart. So I think we're still working. And I think the important thing for our team now is to have that belief that what we can do is still very obtainable, and what we can do could be something really special.
Is there a frustration? Is there a hunger just from the Lady Bears that you've seen because of those close losses?
I think the close losses have created some frustration and some hunger. I think both. My concern is, does it now create doubt? So I think as a coach, we just have to, as a staff, we have to keep the pulse of the team. We have to know what they need. We have to find that fine line between pushing them for more, but also encouraging them in what they can do. And it can get tricky at times.
Is that because they're so young?
Well, I think it's that, because we do have young players, but also just everybody's in a new role. Even our experienced players, I think right now they're transitioning into their new roles, and I think that's hit us as hard as the youngsters have. Just trying to figure out, okay, yes, I've played a few years, but my role now is different, and there's more of a leadership role for folks. So I think everybody's still trying to get comfortable and feel good about what they're bringing to the team.
When you're on the road, is there anything that keeps you not from going crazy when you're away from basketball?
Well, we typically have our kids with us, so our family keeps me busy. I have no moment alone. There's 0 moment of free time for me on the road. It's between working on film and scouting reports and practice, and then bottles and diapers and toys. I stay pretty busy, and I think that's probably a good thing. There's not a lot of idle time for me on the road.
Does John help?
John does help.
Okay.
John does help for sure. Yeah. I think a lot of coaches get more sleep when they're on the road, except for us right now.
What do you know about North Texas? What can you tell us about them going into this game?
Yeah, North Texas is very athletic. They're built on their defense. They're real stingy. I think they were 15th in the country last year defensively, and then offensively they're very much a one-on-one type team. So they're going to get a lot of ball screens, try to get their guards some open shots and some lanes to drive, and then they're going to use their athleticism to rebound that as well. So I think right now, anybody we play is going to be tough, but I think just their athleticism and their versatility, they could play 4 guards at one time, I think could give us some challenges.
Danielle, just talk a little bit about, staying on the road. You go from California to Texas. Talk about these trips and how important is it? You've been on this team enough to know playing quality opponents on the road to kind of get everything together.
First I will say that playing on the road so many games in a row, it definitely allows you to appreciate the home court feel and having the fans. So that's kind of nice, but yeah, being on the road, it definitely can be strenuous and can get long, but I think it's definitely a good thing, especially for such a young team, to really just push through that and just keep chugging away and keep improving and face hard teams, because you want competition, you want to play with good teams, because that's how you're going to get better.
1 month in, what have you seen out of the Lady Bears?
I think that we are very athletic. We can definitely run. I think that we definitely have areas that we can improve on, and I think that each week it's kind of a new theme at practice of something that we are working on, so I think that's definitely a good step in the right direction. But overall, I think that as a team, we all have a very good drive and we all want to win, we all want to work hard, so I think, yes, we've had quite a few close games, unfortunately, but I think that we've fought in all of them, and we didn't just kind of let down and let the other team win. We fought hard, so I think that's definitely something that we can continue to build on throughout the rest of the season.
When you're on the road so much, do you guys have something that just keeps you not from going crazy? Is it something different every year?
I think it just depends per person. A lot of people will start a new Netflix show, which finals coming up might not be the best decision, but Netflix or Jackson definitely keeps us entertained. watching basketball a lot. So it just kind of depends on the person. Yeah.
You watching what Drake's doing?
Yes, we definitely, keep up with other teams in our conference, and I think that overall it's really good that the Valley is representing and kind of making a statement on the big stage, and people are paying attention. But I think also we try not to kind of focus on that, but more focus on ourselves, what we can do to improve, and just take each game day by day.
You kind of mentioned that about every week it seems like there's something different. What's been the thing you've been working this week on?
This week, a lot of defense, a lot of getting posts touch the ball, guards touching the ball, just moving the ball, getting kind of everyone to get it at some point. Defense is a big one, and always rebounding, I swear. Every week it's always rebounding, no matter what else we're focusing on.
What do you know about North Texas?
Honestly, personally, I don't know too much. I know they have some big girls, and they definitely like to run and gun, and it's kind of like a track meet. So I think that's kind of what we're thinking, but we haven't talked too much about them and what they do, but I think these 2 practices before it'll be more focused on the upcoming game.